That said, there's something else I want to switch to as far as see now Dean's
Hey,
back. There
Dean's
we go.
back.
Hey, all we needed to do was change the screen and we were good. That's pretty crazy.
That's
So
weird.
let's talk about some more news that we got here. And this is something that I think is going to be interesting to people, right? This is the Iron Man D100 exclusive. It's a Mark 7. It's like a custom Mark 7 figure here. And Sideshow has already reported that they are going to have this figure, but in very limited quantity. They're going to have, I think, 300 of them. Keco, did you see that as well? 300 from Sideshow. So I have not heard, Keco, I don't know if you have, about when they're going to drop those. I know you have to sign up for like an interest list or whatever, and they're going to let you know. But this is Stealth Suit 2.0. This is going to become a problem. We can already talk about it. And this will be another topic on another show, most likely, because when it inevitably goes to shit again and Sideshow's website crashes and everyone wants this figure because it's so limited, then we have another problem on our hands. That said, Keco, I know you like exclusivity, but this is an Iron Man. It's not Wanda. What are you thinking about this?
I'm thinking it's not going to be like Stealth Suit Cap. I
Really?
don't think it's going to be that way, mainly because Stealth Suit Cap was a 2.0. This is just a reskin. Everyone wanted the well, let me rephrase that. Everyone thought they wanted the upgrade 2.0 because of the exclusivity. That's the only reason people jumped on that, is because they're like, oh my God, there's only 300 of these. I got to get it because then I can flip it if I don't really want it. That's what everyone did. And that's what crashed everything. So there is something to be said that this is just a reskin, a repaint. So although we already have, a Mark 7 out there, and this never appeared in the film at all, this is a cool exclusive version. This is like, if you're going to do an exclusive, this is the way you need to do it. I mean, it's something that is iconic, but it's unique. It hits in the fields with all the stuff you like with Marvel and all that, but also shows a little homage to Disney and the 100th anniversary. I mean, the base itself is really cool. I mean, that 100, I mean, that's cool. I like that. And the idea of exclusivity is something I really do chase. Now, was I pissed that I didn't win the lottery with the Sideshow one? I was a little bit butthurt, but I had the original cap, so I wasn't that upset. Will I be upset really if I miss out on this one too? Because I do have a Mark 7. No, that's the thing, is that it would be different if they said, okay, WandaVision Wanda is only available 300 at Sideshow. I would lose my shit if that was the case. I'd be paying $900, to be able to scalp it myself, to get it, because that's a figure I have to have. This isn't a must-have for a lot of people. Yeah, there's going to be the run to try to see if they can get one, because people will try to flip it because of the exclusivity. Now, the only thing that also helps with this is the price point. I think it's going to be quite a bit more than Cap 2.0. So there's a lot of factors working for it, working against it. Will people complain? Yes. Do I want one? Yes, because of exclusivity. Will I be upset if will I get one will I be upset if I don't get one? No, because I have plenty of Iron Man. It's not the end of the world. Will I also mumble and grumble until I can find one fair? Probably. But at the end of the world, it's not going to be it's not going to be a big deal to me. But this is fun. This is the way to do an exclusive.
Yeah, and dude, Keco, the base is pretty damn awesome, bro. This is one of the best bases that I've seen, honestly, from Hot Toys that they've done. This is a really cool, really unique looking base that really fits that exclusive vibe that the figure is going for, that Hot Toys is going for. This is really what this is, honestly. This is a baby between Mark 7 and Mark 5. That's what this is. And those are two of the best suits, in my opinion. I love the Mark 7. It's my favorite suit. The Mark 5 is in my top probably 4 or 5 favorite suits. I have the figure. I absolutely love it. You're combining that into one figure that's very exclusive and cool and unique. But again, I think this is like, I think what maybe AJ had said earlier, someone said, it looks cool, and Dean had mentioned, it looks cool, but I don't care about it. That's pretty much the gist of it, right? I think it looks really great. I love the Mark 7, but this is not the Mark 7, really. This is a unique sort of off-kilter thing. But Dean, what do you think about this? Do you like this sort of exclusivity? What do you think about this Iron Man here?
Yeah, I think this is a perfect figure for exclusivity. It's not, like you said, it's not really the Mark 7. It's just the Mark 7 armor in its own colors, kind of Silver Centurion-ish. It's not like the only way to get this suit. So it's like, hey, take a figure, make it different enough, and limit the number. I think it's perfect. But if it was, like Keco said, a mainline character, and that's the only way to get it, and you're only making 300 of them, that would be kind of horseshit. So I think this is perfectly done. It's like those stupid neon techs. I know a lot of people like those. I can't stand them. But it's like, yeah, if you want
This
to do
is
that,
far
go
superior
ahead.
to the neon tech, though.
I think it looks cooler. Yeah, for
This is
sure.
cooler.
But yeah, I think exclusivity is cool. I prefer it if it was actually like numbered, right? To know which one you have and like is it really only 300? You know what I mean? Like what if it's like 350 and they don't tell anybody? And everybody think, I mean 350 is still low, but you know what I'm
Well,
saying.
Dean, there's something about exclusivity that we all, I think, like, or maybe we're afraid to admit that we like, because that Wenwu and suit.
Let the hate flow through you.
That's
Let it flow through you.
That's a very tempting thing, Keco, because, I'm going to I already pre-ordered the regular Wenwu, but Dean, that Wenwu and suit, there's only 300 being made. And I love Wenwu. If I didn't give a shit about Wenwu, I wouldn't care about the exclusivity. But the fact that I love Wenwu and I'm like, but he does look good in the suit, right? And there's only 300 of them. I'm kind of like, you're starting to get my attention. What do you think, Dean? Is that a thing? Like for you, does that matter at all?
I don't know.
Well, Dean, a lot of people pre-ordered the NR Joker because they thought it was going to be more exclusive than it ended up being. So
Yeah.
This is a
that's what
I don't know.
happened.
Only a fucking handful of people have theirs right now. So, yeah. Well, the Wenwu's interesting because you could still get the character, but that one is like a completely unique outfit, whereas this is just a recolor of the armor.
right.
So I don't know. That one's a little different, but yeah, it's still cool. Like I don't need to have that Wenwu to have Wenwu in my collection.
Right.
So it's still like a cool take on the exclusivity of a figure. But yeah, this is, it's just throw Cap in a new suit, throw Iron Man in some new colors. We could get that figure in any other variation very easily, so it doesn't bug me all that much. I'm also not gonna break my back to get something like this, like that. What was it? The Churro Spider-Man.
Yeah,
Right.
I did the same.
I could get
Yeah.
any other version of Tom Holland Spider-Man. I don't need this one. Which, if you want to, split hairs, it's not even Tom Holland. It's some guy in a suit at
Disney
Disneyland.
campus. Yeah.
So yeah, it's like I don't need to break my back to get these. I'm kind of with Keco. If I get one, cool. If I don't, I'm not gonna lose any sleep over it.
Yeah. I think it's just because of the figure itself. Unless you're a huge Iron Man fan, like you said, Dean, you're probably not going to lose a ton of sleep missing out on this, right? So, but if this were, again, if this were Wanda and this were an exclusive one, Keco would be like, Sideshow, whatever I got to do to get it, right? That's something for sure that would happen. If it were, again, Wenwu, Sideshow, I don't think is getting that Wenwu, but if they did, I would be lining up. I'd be like, okay, I'm going to try to line up and get this, right? But if it's a character you love, then you will definitely care about that exclusivity and it'll make you try that much harder. So yeah, I don't know. It's interesting. So we had a comment, which volatile times, we'll talk about that. I want to talk about that a little bit later. So I'm not going to highlight the comment yet, but we're going to talk about this a little bit later. But that said, guys, let us know in the comments, in the chat, in the live stream. Do you like exclusivity? Do you like this Iron Man? What are your overall thoughts on it? Because really, really want to know. And yeah, really want to see what the community's thoughts are going to be about this Iron Man. It's an interesting thing, nonetheless, I would say.